Your Google business profile might be more important than your website. I know that sounds a little strange coming from someone who works in SEO and website strategy, because yes, your website definitely matters. Your website's still your home base. It's where you explain your services, build authority, publish content, support SEO, convert visitors, and help potential clients understand why they should contact your firm. But for a lot of firms, especially firms that rely on local search, your Google business profile may be the first real impression a potential client has of you. And in some cases, it may be the only thing they look at before they decide whether to call, click, book, or just move on. That's why I want to talk about this today, because this connects directly to a Search Engine Journal article I covered recently about AI search getting local business information wrong. The article made a really important point. We're moving from a world where Google simply ranks businesses to a world where AI describes businesses. And when AI describes your law firm, it might be pulling from your Google business profile, your website, directories, reviews, legal profiles, and other sources across the web. If that information is outdated, thin, inconsistent, or wrong, AI may describe your firm incorrectly. Search Engine Journal reported on vendor-run tests where AI tools returned false or missing business facts, including wrong addresses, wrong services, and other inaccurate local details. That should get every law firm's attention, because local visibility isn't just about ranking anymore. It's about representation. How's Google representing your firm? How are AI tools representing your firm? How are reviews representing your firm? How are your business details, practice areas, office locations, photos, hours, and client feedback shaping trust before someone ever visits your website? That's the shift. For years, law firms treated the website as the main event and Google Business Profile as a simple listing, something you claimed, verified, added a phone number to, and then forgot about. But that's not how people search anymore. Think about what happens when someone needs a lawyer. They may search bankruptcy lawyer near me, or family lawyer in Portland, personal injury attorney near me. What do they see first? Very often they see the Google local pack. They see a map with firm names, star ratings, review counts. If they look a little further, they get hours, directions, call buttons, categories, photos, FAQs, various different components that you can put in your profile. They may see review snippets that mention specific practice areas or client experiences. That's a lot of decision making happening before your website ever even enters the picture. And that's why I say your Google Business Profile may be more important than your website in that first moment. Not because the website doesn't matter, but because the Google Business Profile often controls the first impression, and first impressions drive clicks, calls, and trust. Google says local results are mainly based on relevance, distance, and prominence. Relevance is how well your business profile matches what someone is searching for. Distance is just how far your business is from the searcher. Prominence is how well known Google understands the business to be, using signals that can include reviews and links across the web. Google also says complete and accurate business information helps customers understand what you do and helps Google match your business to relevant searches. That's not a minor detail. That means your Google Business Profile is not just a directory listing, it's a local search asset. It's a conversion asset. And increasingly, it's an AI search information source. Now let's talk about the pain points, because this is where law firms lose opportunities. The first problem is incomplete information. A lot of law firm profiles are technically claimed, but they're not really optimized. The firm has a name, address, phone number, and maybe a website link, but the categories are too broad, the services aren't fully listed, business description is generic, photos are outdated or missing, hours may be wrong, appointment links are missing, the review strategy is inconsistent, and no one is checking whether Google or AI tools are describing the firm accurately. That creates confusion, and confusion kills conversion. If someone is looking for a bankruptcy lawyer and your profile just says law firm, that's not enough. If someone is looking for a divorce attorney and your reviews don't mention family law, custody, divorce, or related concerns, you may look less relevant than a competitor. If someone is in a stressful situation and they see 3 law firms in the map pack, they're going to make fast judgments. Which firm looks more active? Which firm has better reviews? Which one looks like it handles my issue or is close enough? Which one is open right now? And which firm makes it easy to call or to connect with? This is where your Google Business Profile becomes a front door conversion tool. The second problem is inconsistent information. This matters a lot more in the AI search era. If your website says one thing, your Google Business Profile says another, Avvo says something outdated, Justia has an old address, Yelp has a different phone number, and an old attorney bio is still floating around online, you're giving Google and AI tools a messy picture of your firm. And when the picture's messy, the answer may be messy. That's especially important for multi-location firms. If you have multiple offices, Google and AI systems need to understand which attorneys work where, which practice areas are served from each office, which phone numbers belong to which location, and which pages on your website support each location. Without that clarity, location confusion becomes more likely. The Search Engine Journal article cited research showing AI overviews appeared in only 15% of direct local intent searches, like a specific lawyer near me query, but appeared in 92% of informational local questions and 97% of hybrid questions, such as whether someone should hire a lawyer after an accident. That's a huge distinction because it means AI may not always show up when someone types the most obvious local search, but AI is showing up heavily when people ask questions. And legal clients ask a lot of questions before they hire. Questions like, do I need a lawyer after a car accident? Can bankruptcy stop garnishments? How long does probate take? Should I talk to a lawyer before signing a severance agreement? These aren't casual searches. These are early stage legal buyer questions. And if AI is answering those questions, it may be shaping which firms people trust before they ever land on a website. That's why your Google Business Profile, reviews, local citations, practice area pages, and overall entity footprint matter so much. The third problem is review weakness. This one is massive. BrightLocal's 2026 Local Consumer Review Survey found that 97% of consumers read reviews for local businesses. It also found that consumers use an average of 6 review sites when choosing businesses, and that Google, Facebook, and AI tools like ChatGPT are among the most commonly used sources for local recommendations. BrightLocal also reported that the use of ChatGPT and other generative AI tools for local recommendations jumped from 6% to 45%, making AI tools third most popular source of business recommendations in its survey. That should change how law firms think about reviews, because reviews aren't just reputation anymore. They're content, they're trust signals, they're local SEO signals, they're conversion signals, and now they may become AI search signals too. If people are asking AI tools for local business recommendations, those tools are going to look for evidence. Reviews are part of that evidence. Not just how many reviews you have, not just your star rating, but what people are saying. Do your reviews mention responsiveness? Do they mention the attorney by name, the practice area? Do they mention outcomes carefully and ethically? Do they mention the city or community? Do they mention clear communication, compassion, speed? For law firms, review content can help reinforce what you do and who you help. But there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. Law firms need to be careful with review requests. Don't offer incentives for positive reviews. Don't ask clients to say anything misleading or imply guaranteed outcomes. And don't pressure clients to disclose sensitive information. But you can build a consistent ethical process for asking satisfied clients to share their experience. BrightLocal also found that 47% of consumers won't use a business with fewer than 20 reviews. 74% care about reviews from the last 3 months, and 31% will only use a business with at least 4.5 stars. That means old reviews are not enough. A firm with 200 reviews but nothing recent may look less active than a competitor with a steady stream of current feedback. That's especially true in legal services where trust and reassurance matter so much. The fourth problem is that law firms often obsess over website traffic while ignoring profile conversions. A website visit is not the only valuable action. For many local searches, the conversion may happen directly from the Google Business Profile. Someone taps call, or they click for directions, read reviews, check hours, click the appointment link, maybe even just view photos. Someone compares your firm to 2 others and chooses you without ever reading your homepage. That doesn't mean the website's irrelevant. It means the buyer journey is more fragmented. BrightLocal's 2026 survey found that after reading positive reviews, 54% of consumers then check the business's website, while 66% continue researching before buying or booking. That's an important point. The Google Business Profile may start the trust process. The website may deepen it. The intake system may complete it. So the right strategy is not GBP versus website. The right strategy is Google Business Profile plus website plus intake plus follow-up. But if your Google Business Profile is weak, many potential clients may never make it to the website in the first place. Now let's get practical. What should a law firm actually do to improve their Google Business Profile? Start with the basics. Make sure the name, address, phone number, website link, hours, and primary category or categories are accurate. This sounds obvious, but it's where a lot of problems start. For law firms, categories matter. Your primary category should match the main thing you want to be found for. Depending on the firm, that might be personal injury attorney, bankruptcy attorney, family law attorney, and so forth. Don't choose a broad category just because it sounds safe. Choose the most accurate category that supports the search demand you actually want. Then add relevant secondary categories where appropriate. Next, review your services. Don't just say legal services, add the actual services people search for. For a bankruptcy firm, that may include Chapter 7, Chapter 13, wage garnishment help, foreclosure defense, debt relief, and creditor harassment. For a family law firm, it might be, divorce, child custody, child support, spousal support, mediation, and post-decree modifications. For a personal injury firm, it's probably going to be car accidents, truck accidents, motorcycle accidents. You get the point. This helps people understand what you do. It also gives Google clearer context. Next, update your business description. Now, the description is not where you stuff keywords. Don't write some awkward paragraph that says, best personal injury lawyer, Phoenix, personal injury attorney, car accident lawyer near me. And believe me, I see a lot of that. It's not helpful. Instead, explain clearly who you help, where you help them, and what problems you handle. For example, our firm helps individuals and families in the Phoenix area after serious car accidents, truck accidents, slip and fall injuries, and wrongful death claims. We guide clients through the legal process, communicate clearly, and help them understand their options after an injury. That's clear, it's human, it's useful. Next, add photos. This is one law firms overlook quite often. Your profile should include professional, current photos of the office, attorneys, team members, signage, building exterior, conference rooms, and anything that makes the firm feel real. Why does this matter? Well, because law is a trust business. A potential client may be nervous. They might be embarrassed. They may be overwhelmed. They may be trying to decide if your firm feels credible and approachable. Photos help reduce uncertainty. They also help confirm location details for people who may visit your office. Next, build a review system, not a one-time review push, a system. After a matter closes, after a positive client interaction, or at another appropriate moment based on your ethics, rules, and practice area, ask for a review in a clear, simple, compliant way. Make it easy. Send a direct link. Keep the request short. Don't script the client's review. Don't incentivize positive feedback, and don't wait 6 months and then try to get 40 reviews at once. Review generation should be ongoing. Then make sure you respond to reviews. Google specifically recommends responding to reviews, saying it shows customers that you value their feedback, and positive reviews with helpful replies can help a business stand out. For law firms, review responses need to be careful. Don't reveal confidential information. Don't confirm someone was a client if that creates a problem. Don't discuss case details, and definitely keep it professional. Something like, thank you for taking the time to leave this feedback. We're grateful for the opportunity to help and appreciate your kind words. Simple, professional, and safe. Next, keep your hours accurate. This seems small, but it matters for users' experience and visibility. Google tells businesses to update regular and special hours so customers know when they can visit. Whitespark's discussion of 2026 local ranking factors also highlights that local SEO experts considered being open at the time of search a highly influential local pack and maps ranking factor. For law firms, this raises an interesting question, because if your office is technically open 9 to 5, but you have after-hours intake, live chat, call answering, or online booking, how should that be represented? You need to stay within Google's guidelines, but you also want your profile and your website to make it clear that potential clients can take action outside normal office hours. This is where a good intake system matters, because if someone finds you at 8:30 at night and they're ready to ask for help, the worst thing you can do is make them wait until tomorrow and hope they come back. Next, connect your profile to the right landing page. A lot of law firms link every GBP to the home page. That may be fine for a single location, single practice firm, although I wouldn't even recommend that. But if you have multiple locations or practice areas, you really need to make sure you have a more intentional strategy to link to those location pages. Your main GBP should link to the best page for the location or the firm. A location-specific profile should link to a location page. A practitioner profile, if appropriate and compliant with Google's rules, should link to a relevant attorney page. The goal is alignment. The profile page, category, content, location, and call to action should all support the same user intent. Next, track performance. Don't just have a Google Business Profile, measure it. Track calls, track website clicks, and appointment clicks. Use GBP performance data. Use call tracking, though carefully. Use UTMs where appropriate so you can see GBP traffic in your analytics. And most importantly, connect this to your CRM or your intake system, because the real question is not just how many people clicked from Google Business Profile. The better question is how many calls, consultations, qualified leads, and signed cases came from GBP. That's where most law firms are missing the bigger picture. They see traffic, and they see calls, they see form fills, but they don't know which source created real clients. This is where local SEO and intake systems need to work together. Now let's bring this back to AI search. The Search Engine Journal article is a warning that AI tools can describe local businesses incorrectly, and the article makes a key point. There usually isn't a proactive alert telling you AI got your business wrong. You have to check it. So for law firms, I'd add one more step. Run an AI visibility accuracy audit. For more tips on that, look for my SEJ article review about AI getting local information wrong. Once you've done that, then work to clean up the source ecosystem. That means your Google Business Profile. It also means your website, location pages, attorney bios, legal directories, review profiles, social profiles, structured data, internal links, practice area content, and your local citations. AI search optimization is not just about writing blog posts for ChatGPT. It's about making sure the web has a clear, consistent, trustworthy understanding of your firm. That's where GBP plays such a big role. It's one of the most visible public records of your firm online. It tells Google who you are, tells users where you are, gives clients a place to validate trust, and it gives potential clients a way to call immediately. It also gives reviews a prominent home. And it creates signals that may influence local visibility, conversion, and AI understanding. So when I say your Google Business Profile may be more important than your website, what I really mean is your website may explain your firm, but your Google Business Profile often introduces your firm. And if that introduction is weak, inaccurate, outdated, or unconvincing, the website may never get a chance to do its job. So here's the takeaway. Your law firm needs a strong website, but it also needs a strong local presence. And that starts with a Google Business Profile that's accurate, complete, active, and connected to the rest of your marketing system. If your profile hasn't been reviewed in months, start there. Check your categories, your services, your hours, photos, reviews, any kind of responses or posts, your appointment links, location page connections. Check what AI tools say about you, because local search has changed. Potential clients aren't just looking for a law firm anymore. They're being guided, summarized, and influenced before they ever click. And if Google or AI search is going to describe your firm, you need to make sure the description is accurate, trustworthy, and strong enough to earn the next step. That's the real job of your Google Business Profile. It's not just there to help people find you, it's there to help people choose you.